In this video, I am going to teach you two very different recipes for garlic butter. The first one literally takes less than 2 minutes and only takes 2 ingredients. And they're probably not the ones that you're thinking of, smarty pants. And in the second one, I go all out with different techniques, different ingredients that I think could make a really good garlic butter. But will it be too much? Or will there be some real gems in there that we can add to our original garlic butter recipe to just make it better and still super easy? I cannot wait to try these, so let's jump straight into it.
If you want to make this as easily as possible, I would recommend using salted spreadable butter, so that you don't need to wait for regular butter to soften before using. Just make sure that it's not margarine and that it just contains butter as the only ingredient. Add this to a bowl along with 1 clove of grated garlic. Grating not only breaks up the garlic really well, so that you can easily distribute it in the butter, but it's also just quicker than chopping. That's basically it. This next ingredient isn't necessary, but I also added some Italian seasoning here for some extra flavor. And then just mix everything together until it's homogeneous. And finally, for easy storage, I like to add the butter back to the container that it came in, and I'll just make sure that I use it within a couple of days in the fridge or store it in the freezer for long term. For the fancier, more elaborate garlic butter, start with a head of garlic, slice the top off, drizzle with oil, wrap it in foil, and roast it at 180 degrees for an hour and a half to make roast garlic. In the meantime, you can slice up plenty of fresh herbs like parsley or mint or dill, as well as mincing a stalk of green garlic. This is like fresh garlic, but sometimes available in springtime. Once your garlic is nice and roasty, toasty, and brown, you can squeeze it out and finally chop it up so we can mix it in with our butter a little easier. For the best quality garlic butter, you want to start with good quality unsalted butter and let it come to room temperature slowly. This will add some grated garlic exactly like before, as well as your minced green garlic, your roast garlic, and all of those herbs. Additionally, we're going to season this with some salt, some freshly ground black pepper, plenty of lemon zest, and a small squeeze of lemon juice. To mix this up easily, break up the large chunks of butter with a fork and combine this until it's smooth and homogeneous with a spatula. You can actually store this really well in the butter paper and freeze this for long-term storage, but I like to use a nice big plastic container, freezing it as it is and just breaking off little chunks whenever I need them. But to make sure that you are absolutely happy with your seasoning, I would recommend trying out the butter on some nice crusty bread first.
And here we have it. The generous amount of butter that I put on my toast has now melted beautifully, and it is the perfect time to try them. Let's go with the simpler version. Okay, the verdict. Even though this took little to no time at all, it is infinitely better than any sort of like pre-made garlic butter that you can buy at the supermarket. And the amount of garlic was like 1 clove for like 200-ish grams. Perfect amount. That Italian seasoning added a nice little bit of extra flavor with no extra effort at all. Dried herbs, some spices, all fair game inside the super simple, amazing garlic butter. But now, this is the one I'm excited for. I've done versions of this before, but this is literally all out. Let's taste. Okay, I had to stop myself because otherwise I would have just finished eating it. This one is exceptionally tasty. There's quite a lot going on, but it all kind of works in harmony together. The amount of herbs is really nice. They all kind of work well there. You can replace with different soft herbs that you like. Tarragon would work well, chervil would work well, chives would work exceptionally well. I should have put chives in this. I always put chives in this. Chives would be great. Chives would be a really nice one that melts in that garlic flavor with this. Green garlic comes through. It's like that light garlic flavor, kind of similar to what chives would be. So hey, if you're not doing this in spring, the chives would definitely be a big win. The butter itself is very near and dear to my heart. I grew up with Kerrygold. It's a very good quality butter, especially considering you can find it in most supermarkets. And yeah, that roast garlic just adds a little bit of warmth and sweetness and like depth to that garlic flavor. All so good. That little bit of lemon zest, lemon juice. Ooh, you can skip the juice. It's great. It just like reinforces the tang of the butter. But if you have like a nice cultured butter, you don't really need that extra tang. It's already got what it needs. But that lemon zest adds that little bit of extra brightness and freshness and just like Cannot recommend this enough. To summarize, both of these great success. You could use these in a ton of different recipes, from like garlic bread, cheesy garlic bread, make like a pasta sauce. If you just like sauteing some vegetables, throw in a little bit extra of this, chef's kiss, would be absolutely delicious. But yeah, we did it. That was excellent, super happy with the results. If you like these kind of videos and want to see more super easy, simple versus a little overcomplicated recipes, I made an aglio olio pepperoncino, well, 2 aglio olio pepperoncino recipes, and you can watch that video here. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, we really appreciate it, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.